Hello, my name is Prashant Nayak and I am going to discuss about the topic wireless LANs. So, a wireless LAN is a wireless computer network that links two or more devices using wireless communication to form a local area network within a limited area such as a home, school, computer laboratory, campus or office building. This gives user the ability to move around within the area and remain connected to the network. Through a gateway, a wireless LAN can also provide a connection to the wider internet. Most wireless LANs are based on IEEE 802.11 standards and are marketed under the Wi-Fi brand name. Wireless LANs have become popular for use in the home due to their ease of installation and use. They are also popular in commercial properties that offer wireless access to their employees and customers. Now coming to its architecture. Stations. All components that can connect into a wireless medium in a network are referred to as stations. All stations are equipped with wireless network interface controllers. Wireless stations fall into two categories. First one, wireless access points, and the second, clients. Access points, normally wireless routers, are base stations for the wireless network. They transmit and receive radio frequencies for wireless enabled devices to communicate with. Wireless clients can be mobile devices such as laptop, personal digital assistants, IP phones and other smartphones, or non-portable devices such as desktop computers, printers and workstations that are equipped with a wireless network interface. Basic Service Set or BSS. BSS is a set of all stations that can communicate with each other at physical layer. Every BSS has an identification ID called the BSS ID, which is the MAC address of the access point servicing the BSS. There are two types of BSS, independent and infrastructure BSS. An independent BSS is an ad hoc network that contains no access point, which means they cannot connect to any other basic service set. Independent basic service set. An independent basic service set or ad hoc network is the simplest of all IEEE 802.11 networks in that no network infrastructure is required. As such, an IBSS is simply comprised of one or more stations which communicate directly with each other. The figure shows an independent basic service set. Extended service set. An extended service set is comprised of a number of IEEE 802.11 BSS and enables limited mobility within the Wi-Fi network. Stations are able to move between BSS within a single ESS yet still remain connected to the fixed network and so continue to receive emails, etc. As a station moves into a new BSS, it will carry out a reassociation procedure with the new AP. Each ESS has an ID called SSID, which is a 32-byte character string. Distributed system. A distributed system connects access points in an extended service set. The concept of an DSS can be used to increase network coverage through roaming between cells. Types of wireless LANs. The IEEE 802.11 has two basic modes of operation, ad hoc and infrastructure. In ad hoc mode, mobile unit transmit directly peer-to-peer. In infrastructure mode, mobile units communicate through an access point that serves as a bridge to other network. Ad hoc mode. An ad hoc network is a network where stations communicate only peer-to-peer. There is no base and no one gives permission to talk. This is accomplished using the Independent Basic Service Set (IBSS). A peer-to-peer network allows wireless devices to directly communicate with each other. Wireless devices within range of each other can discover and communicate directly without involving central access points. This method is typically used by two computers so that they can connect to each other to form a network. This can basically occur in devices within a closed range. Infrastructure mode. Most Wi-Fi networks are deployed in infrastructure mode. In this mode, a base station acts as a wireless access point hub and nodes communicate through the hub. Wireless access points are usually fixed and provide service to their client nodes within range. Wireless clients such as laptop and smartphones connect to the access point to join the network. Sometimes a network will have multiple access points with the same SSID and security arrangement. In that case, connecting to any access point on that network joins the client to the network, and also the client software will try to choose the access point to try to give the best service, such as the access point with the strongest signal. Bridges. A network bridge joins two separate computer networks. The network bridge enables communication between the two networks and provides a way for them to work as a single network. Bridges extend local area network to cover a larger physical area than the LAN can reach. Distinction between bridge and access point. A wireless access point connects user to a network by creating a wireless signal they can use. A bridge, in contrast, connects separate networks, your pre-existing wireless home networks, to all of the devices connected to the bridge. So in this video, I hope I was able to make you understand about wireless LANs. Thank you.